Back on the blend this morning, Tracy Wimmer from Consumers Energy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the $150,000 that Consumers Energy donates to help towns in Michigan recover after storm damage.
Yeah. So we just had four different grants actually that we provided. One was $100,000 to the city of Portage on the 1-year anniversary of the tornado that came through last year. And that's going to go towards helping to replant trees. Because obviously there was a lot of trees that came out. And then, you know, with all of the devastation that we saw up north after that ice storm back in March, we knew we had to do something, and so we did 3 different grants to 3 different community funds up there.
Wow.
That you know, one's $30,000, and then the other 2 are 10 in different cities throughout the region that were the most impacted. And that's going towards things like restocking food pantries, helping small businesses have gap loans or do restoration work that they need done because of damage. And all of that goes into making sure that people can get back on their feet and get their lives back to normal even after the power's back on.
What did the crews see when they were out there after the storm?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously insane. I think a lot of people have seen pictures, but you know, in some places we had more than 1 inch of ice coverage, which for context, just a ½ an inch of ice on a line is the equivalent weight of a baby grand piano. So I mean, that's, you know, you would see places where they couldn't get through the roads because so many trees had come down and then had frozen to the ground that it would take so long. And, you know, so there were places that, you know, obviously they're already remote, they're already rural, they already have difficulty accessing resources, and then on top of that, you have a storm like this, when then everybody needs access to those things, and so a lot of the food, like I said, the food pantries, a lot of other nonprofits in the area got really depleted after that, and so we wanted to make sure we could contribute so they could restore.
Absolutely amazing. And you've talked about this before, so this next question isn't a surprise, but why does a energy company get involved in helping communities like this?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the easiest part is that we have the capacity to. But I think more than anything, when we have our crews and our coworkers on the ground who are seeing this devastation firsthand, it's obviously incredibly moving. Yeah. You know, seeing after the tornado, seeing how many families, businesses, how much nature, which, you know, obviously one of the most important things we have in Michigan is our natural resources, right, was destroyed by that storm. And obviously we have an incredible intimacy and familiarity with storms as an energy company, right? Sure. And so we're oftentimes one of the first people or organizations that are on the ground after an emergency because we have to do that work. And so it's just very motivating for us.
Tracy Wimmer, Consumers Energy, thank you for stopping by today, and I love what you guys do.
Thank you guys so much for having me.